So I tried recording this video like twice already. I don't know exactly how to say my feelings, but I have come to realize that I do not like a lot of the designs in the MAG. So I need to. So first, I'm gonna get the elephant out of the room. I'm gonna just get Mag out of the way. This guy, like, I don't have a problem with him in his current form. Like right now, he's fine, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that he was always this great character design because even at like, I think Mag River 3 really just shows how far Mag's design has come because his like original design, like, okay, if we go from like the original when he was just like a crappy Iron Man and he had just like the crown, I think it was like whatever. But then like the moment he started putting stuff on, like his tail and the balloon that was tied to it and like the shirt, and then later he just wore Gucci, had a bow tie, had a sword on his back, uh, gloves with buttons on the back, like a gear, like a duck tat. Like, point is, there was so much just he would, and this is my favorite word now, amalgam. He was just this amalgamation of just things. It didn't make for a good design. It didn't matter back then because it was just an LVP costume. But if you look, like, if you look at the Mag Rebirth 3, like the one where they're all pointing at each other, it's somewhere. Like, you can literally see, like, it's so bad. And that's why, so I want to explain the design. So first off, we had like everyone called, I think his like nickname has been just given like Baby Mag or just Reborn Mag or MR1 Mag, but sorry, hair in my mouth. So that, like, he got that design originally, and then I was like, okay, whatever. Then we were on like the Gucci design for a while, and that was like whatever. Which, you know, that design sucked dick. Then it was like, it was the brown, it was, oh yeah, it's Green Gloves Mag. Then we got Green Gloves Mag, which I wanted that Mag because I was like, oh, okay. I noticed even back then that Gucci Mag was way too much. Like, drawing Mag, even right now, with his current design, is kind of already a lot. It's not like his character needs to be the most basic thing ever that any 4-year-old can draw, but it's like, he has, like, the lines going across his face, and the crown isn't usually the easiest thing to draw. I can draw it, like, pretty well now, I want to say, but even then, I still draw it differently from how, say, Green draws it, or even Tuck draws it, or even Josie, or I think Monty draws. Maybe she draws it differently, but sorry, I'm eating a grape real quick. So Green Gloves was a good step forward, but I needed to go past that with another revision. And so I started asking my brother, of all people, yeah. I was like, hey, how do I fix this design? And I remember taking an image of Mag. It was Mag doing like, oh, I remember. It was a pizza tower. It was Peppino holding all the toppings with, oh, what's his name? I don't know my pizza tower character names. It's the little janitor you find in the levels where you find his like little closet and he brings you like things for extra points for the P rank. It was that. So Green drew that, but instead of Peppino, it was Mag. Instead of toppings, it was Yellowheads, and instead of the janitor guy, it was Admin 689. It was 689. The thing is, with that drawing, I just took that and just started, like, recoloring Mag. Not, like, hue shifting him, but just changing his glove color, his hoodie color. At first, I think I settled on a design that went for all red and basically ditched the purple, and I didn't really like that. So I don't remember everything that happened, but I remember eventually the design landed on what we have now with the color scheme we have now, which is the fuck the this one, which this is like a shitty green screened PNG tuber of the model in LVP. So these aren't his. I don't even think these are his accurate proportions. No, I think he's like maybe he's missing his tail because green just removed that over time. You put it back though, but I feel like it's not gonna. I'm gonna have to remind him to keep it there. I remember. So yeah, so Mag was changed, and now he's finally at a point where I'm like, okay, this is great. Was he always? Did I? No, I don't think from the. I'm not sure. I'd have to check, but I remember when I was making the new. And by the way, he's called Purple Gloves Mag. Like there was original, Shorty, Gucci, green gloves, and now we're on purple gloves. I think. No, wait. No, yeah. Okay, so even at the start of Purple Gloves, Mag had this pinkish tone added to him. Originally, I'm not sure if it was always there. No, it was. With Purple Gloves anyways, it wasn't always there. Mag was originally just red, but I gave Mag this slightly pinkish hue to make the purple more natural in with the red. So you could still like say he's red, and you could still draw him red, and he looks fine, but he has a slight pinkish hue, which funny enough, I think I used to complain that green made him too pink, but then I'd look at the reference he used, like from LBP, and then I'm like, no, yeah, that is how he looks actually. Especially with certain lighting, he looks really pink, like really bright lighting. So that's like Mag's character. You know, like Mag's character, like he's not the most perfect design ever. I think considering Green's art style, there's not a lot that screams he's robot. But honestly, I don't think you need to change anything besides maybe add the tail back and like maybe change the design of the tail and make it like look like a plug. I wouldn't mind like a chibi robo thing going on with Mag where the tail is the charger. I mean, that basically was how it is in like even stuff like Mag Rebirth 3. But that's like, you know, that's Mag's character. He's fine. I can also mention Tuck's character because that doesn't have a lot of chapters in it of like how much changed. Tuck's character was kind of just perfect. I don't want to say perfect, but he kind of didn't really ever need it to be changed from the start. Because, like, even now, he's extremely similar to what we started with. So if we were to go, like, the earliest design ever, then I guess he was just a cat at one point, but now he's, he put on a tuxedo and a... Sorry, yawn. It's 9 o'clock. I think I put, or no, I didn't. He did, sorry. He put the tuxedo jacket on, and then he put the green bow tie. And I think that's fine because Tuck's character, so I didn't even go about this. There's a reason why why we have purple gloves now and not any of the other designs. You go look at the designs of the original, it's like, you basically get red, black, and like purple. I know black is not a color, but you get like red, you basically get red, white, black, and like purple in its color scheme, so that's like 4 things. But then later with Mag, you know, like I'm looking at it right now, he had like green on his shirt along with the red, black, purple, and like different hues of red, and it's just like, it's weird. And then even later with like Gucci, it's like even worse because he has like this green bow tie and he has like a fucking Gucci shirt, and he mixes blue in with his color scheme with the pants, and you have like brown and like this shiny like metal with the knife on his back, and you have like the gear, and you have the green rope, and you have the duck, so there's yellow and orange in there too. So it's like, again, it's an amalgam. It's too much going on. There's no focus. Um, and then I changed that with purple gloves. It's like even when we reach green gloves, it's like that was an improvement, but instead of having just red, black, purple, white, you also still have green, brown, and blue. So there's 3 extra colors, and you get like 6 to 7 colors in there. If we're not counting shades like black and white, then you still get 5 colors, which people say, oh, that's fine, but it's like, considering Green's simple cartoony art style, it does not, no. I very much dislike it. So that's why we have purple gloves now. So there's like 2 main colors and then a bunch of shades. He has the brown on his hoodie strings, but I'm gonna make the argument and say that small accentuating details being like straying away from the color palette is okay. Mainly because you can remove it and it doesn't feel like the character looks different. What was I saying? But yeah, no, Tuck's color scheme is like white. It's like, okay, let's say it's like beige. There's beige, there's pink, and then there was orange. That was his original design. And then you add the tuxedo and it's like, okay, you get black and green. So you basically get like 3 to 5 colors, which isn't that much. And his character design is a lot simpler than Mag, since it's just like a fucking cartoon rat with a tuxedo and shit. Like, seriously, Green, can we not just redesign and make him look like an actual cat instead of this weird like mouse thing? But that was but yeah, no, Tuck's design didn't really change besides the patch, and I've expressed my opinions on the patch. I don't like it. It adds an extra shade of beige to him, just an extra color for no reason, and I do not like it. It also doesn't make sense contextually within the MAGV. And you might just say, oh, well, just don't have it in the lore, but you can have it like as his updated OC. Well, he argued to tell me to do it, and I don't really like that, which I'll get into that later. Then we have like green, and I think both designs are fine. I mean, one is just literally just a green reskin of a LBP Sackbot, but even then, that's just one solid color, and like either colored eyes or just black pie eyes, which again is fine. It's simple. He's mostly cubic with some roundness to him, like ball joints and stuff. But even his current design, there's not too many colors going on with his current design. You get green, you get blue, you get yellow. Like, even his feather is blue. If it was red, I would have been a little tilted. And then you get like blacks and grays for the hat and the boots. So it's fine. So I can't really. Gear is like a different thing, but gear is mostly fine too. I think he uses like green, some red in there, and grays, so that's fine. Katie. So Katie definitely contrasted at first, but I think her color palette is why her character is very easy to look at compared to others, at least early on, because she's mostly brown, black, and like purple, and then you can throw some white in there too. So she has a very simplistic Because she's basically just a girl with purple hair and black hoodie and like white socks and like black shoes. So her design was never really like, you know, in need of like she needs a new outfit or whatever. Miss Spam did apparently change the outfit because I remember seeing like some photos on LVP that she uploaded. But besides that, not real. Hold on. Yeah, no, not really. We never changed Katie, and I basically own the character now because Miss Spam is gone. By the way, if you see this, please come back. Discord's always open. But Miss Spam's characters were fun. I mean, Lisa was a bit much, but that had a theme of like pinks, purples, and whites. Rebecca's a bit of a mess, to be honest. I've been trying to fix. I think I could easily fix her. I think I'd just make her eyes brown instead of having them be strangely purple too, with her like brown, like puffy hair, and with the like white shirt and like the everything. Monty's character is really good because it's like it's black brown, like black brown and I think some white. Yeah, that's it. She only really uses like 2 colors. That's that's good. Anoki is like white and like a really hot pink color, so I like her design a lot. Green did good with her. Damas. Okay, I'll get to Damas because Damas is a complicated case, like a Cuphead, plant Cuphead thing. But I think even so, when you look at Damas's like color palette, he is mostly inoffensive, even if he originally anyways, leaned into more colors because Damas is like, he's green, brown, black, yellow, let's just say pink. I think that's it. Yeah, so he had a bit going on, which to be honest, not really, the colors haven't been addressed that much, but they have been touched upon in a way that I think improves it. Because Damas originally was just a Cuphead skin, because originally it was just like, and I want to say off the bat, like, there's a reason as to why I still make the argument that Damas was technically always an original character. He could have looked very different today, depending on what Green was doing back on LVP, which I know you all basically know about already. If you don't, then you probably shouldn't be watching this video. Or I make it public because I don't really care. But the thing is, recently, and especially with the new arc going on, we all know that Damas is like, oh, he has the shirt now. It's like, oh, he has the pants now. He doesn't have the shorts anymore. So yeah. Green did this thing where he would only have 1 overall instead of 2 overalls, which I didn't know how to feel about that, but it honestly somehow made him feel more cluttered and more like an attempt to be unique. So I told him to just remove the like keep the long pants because he had shorts and that's different now. And now he has the vest that is the color the same as his pedals, and that also leads nicely into Daisy, which oh that reminds me, I didn't even talk about well, either little sister or daughter, still don't know yet, but that depends on where the arc goes, I guess. Whenever she gets introduced, anyways. The thing is with Domini is it's like, so Domini is like, okay, so there's a cactus, so there's like, hold on, I'm gonna look. I remember there wasn't too many colors used with hers, so I was mostly fine with her color scheme. And I'll get to other characters in a sec. So yeah, Domini is like green, I'll just gonna say maroon. I mean, there's another red, but you could easily change either the dress to be that red or the petals on her head to be the same, like maroon. And then you have yellow. So even at its worst, there's only, and there's like brown. So even at its worst, there's like 5 colors compared to like the 4. And then obviously black and white. Which I'm fine with. Yeah, I'm looking at Rebecca right now. There's brown, purple, a different shade of brown, white, and black. So there's a lot going on. Daisy was like just originally, hold on. So Daisy was originally a school outfit, and even in her like change shit, I didn't really. So she had a black overall dress on with a white shirt underneath. Okay, but then she has like gray socks and like blue sneakers with the black hair. So it's like, yeah, that's like mostly. That's like barely anything, but even still, not really. I don't feel it. I did change her to just like be pink, to be like the same maroon that like or not Damas, but that Anoki was. So there would be like more synergy between the characters, but that didn't really go anywhere. Okay, Kaz isn't technically. He hasn't been indoctrinated yet, but. Kaz is mostly fine, at least when it comes to the color scheme, because he's mostly like blues, like yeah, like light blues. There's light blues in here. There's like this dark blue, like gray thing, white. I don't really like the character on his crown. Yeah, I don't like it. Kaz, if you see this, I don't really like that. At least for the MAG, you do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to take away anything from you. I think okay, and I know it's because it's LVP and it was like a decoration, so you couldn't like, but if you could change a thing with your character now, I would say to change the crown. You can very easily change it. Yeah, no, I'm looking at this right. You could change the yellow base of the crown to be like the dark, like kind of like the t-shirt you're wearing. And then I think you could change like the purple to maybe be like the hem of the shirt, kind of like the glowing line at the bottom of your shirt. Or you could make it the light, like the glowing white that your eyes are. Or maybe make the gem at the top if you want to. Whatever. That's just how I would change it, because Kaz isn't my character. Same with Mani, but Mani's character was already like, fine. Lime. Do I even talk about Lime? Okay. Lime is like no. I like Lime's design. Like not even in the fucking like Gooner way. Lime is like darker blues, lighter greens, and also darker greens, and there's black, brown. Yeah, there's not too much going on here. And I like that. I respect that. So as a stupid gender, like, Ben version, it's like, it's fine. Oh, Kunimaru. Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely like, oh, Mr. Mag. I guess I can talk about Pepper real quick. Let's see, there's like yellow, biscuit pink, blue, red, black. We're still on one hand. Like, the moment you get onto 2 hands to count how many colors, I get uncomfortable. Pepper's design is fine, though. She doesn't use too many colors. Not really a fan of the blue eyes, but I feel like you could cut that down, but it's fine. There was a character. Trust me, I'm not forgetting. I know which one I haven't talked about. I'm not forgetting, because he breaks so many rules. It actually irritates me. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, Kunimaru. I mean, he's fine. He basically only uses like three colors, which is blue, black, and white. And yes, I know there's different shades of blue. I'm not counting shades for this argument. Unless it's like a very different shade to the point where it's like, it's like, oh, there's pink, but there's also like this magenta, like that's a different color. Yeah, no, his design is fine. It's supposed to be reminiscent of Nexus, so yeah, no, his design's perfectly fine. Magnum is like a joke character, but like he's only like gray and like black and white, so he's fine. Am I missing anyone else before I get to the... I mean, I guess I could talk about the yellow heads, but they're just reskins, but they're... Monocub comparisons, my ass. I mean, I see it, but also, like, leave me alone. I think the only one that you could make the argument for is... Oh, shit. I think the only one you can kind of make an argument for is kind of ugly is probably Misha, or as Tuck, because Tuck doesn't know the names. Green does. The blue one, he has purple and then like a shade of purple, like between blue and just dark purple, gray, black arms, and then he has like the brown like ice cream cone hat, because he's quirky. I think Mikado, or not Mikado, what's his name? Taichi's crown being like this ugly brown color is kind of the... I think if it was the same yellow as like, let's say Kuro, it's fine. Kuro is just like, mostly fine. Riku is probably like the best one. Mikado is like... Yeah, Mikado's fine. Then we talk about... Oh yeah, Magneta. Magneta's fine. Because it's like red, it's like... Yeah, no, it's literally like red. It's like red, it's red, it's like red, black, gray, and like a really dark magenta. Or not magenta, like a dark purple. So she's fine. There is like the accentuating details, one being yellow and the boots having this brown, which, whatever. I guess you can add that, but that would also mean you'd have to add it to Mag because Mag has it on the If I can click the fucking button there, because that's like a brown, but you could probably make that like the gray or whatever. Oh, am I missing anybody else? Daisy's like different outfits throughout the new arc you can make the argument that they kind of break I will say when it comes to and I mention this every time, base character designs need to have little colors, especially with how simple Green draws things, because... And I know the Christmas drawing is like, it's a Christmas thing, so we're gonna throw some stuff out the window. But I feel like maybe Tuck listening to this already knows what I'm gonna talk about. So, like, okay, Tuck is wearing the hoodie thing here, like whatever. Did the music actually? Oh shit! Wait, I need a. No, what? No, I'm putting this on because I'm getting into rant territory. I get really annoyed looking at the Christmas art for multiple reasons, because it shows me how fucking cluttered shit can be if I didn't step in and try to unify everything. And it's less apparent in the Valentine's special and basically non-existent by X Dictator's Bloom. But you look at the Christmas art and I very much dislike this, but you look at the Valentine's special, Daisy is wearing this beach outfit, and Damas has like the red and yellow, which I purposely told Green, hey, make his outfit look tacky to prove to everyone else that yes, you do need to control your characters and how many colors they have because it will look bad. But that was the point because Damas was going to the beach and whatever, and he didn't care about how others looked at him, or not really, but you got my point. Now it's time to get to the one character, which is the entire reason I wanted to talk about this, and that's Emar's character. Yes, even worse than Tug's stupid fucking redesign, and yes, I still don't like it. And Green's changed to the fucking gloppy goo goo whatever thing, even though he's called Green Sackbot still. And the thing isn't even like a whatever. I'm getting sidetracked. I haven't talked about Emar's character specifically because compared to everything else in the MAGV, he is so fucking like he's so confusing to me. And we all know that too. Everyone knows it. Okay, because like you look at Mag right now, you can see like even if you don't know he's a robot, you can kind of tell like, oh, he's a little fucking, he's a fucking guy. He's a little red guy with a crown and like some I'm a chill guy ass fit, right? And Tuck is like, you can kind of see is like, he's a cutesy rat cat thing, right? He has a tuxedo on, so he's like, oh, he's like, I don't know, maybe a posh asshole or something, and he's a sarcastic dick in the books. Green's design is inherently bright and colorful, so it's like, oh, he's kind of like a kiddie character, and that's how he's portrayed. And like Katie's whatever, Katie's a woman. Damas, believe it or not, has a lot, like more than most of the characters, rules than like about how he's supposed to be drawn compared to the others. And there's like, I don't want to say he has like Simpsons no sheets level of like rules, but like, first of all, he's never smiling. That's intentional. He's supposed to be blankly staring pretty much all the time. All the time. You like look in every single art post, like every single concept drawing it for MR3, he's blankly staring. The Christmas special, blankly staring. Valentine special, blankly staring. X Dictators Bloom 1 and 2, he's never smiling. He always has the blank expression on his face that you cannot read. He's thinking a lot of things, yes, but you cannot read him. So that you can look at him and he's like, oh, he's like a fucking cartoon like plant thing. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Anoki has multiple limbs. Okay, you can tell that's a fucking spider. You look at Anoki, you can tell that's a cactus. Kunimaru, that's like a fucking what's it? A jester. The yellowheads, oh, these are like weird baby things. You look at Emar, and if you weren't told he was a robot, you'd think he's just a bear, and if God forbid if Freddy Fazbear didn't exist, you wouldn't know that. Hell, he wouldn't be here, but Emar, oh my god, even Green, like, Green was a Sackbot once. That's his fucking name, Green Sackbot. It was literally a Sackbot that was green with pie eyes. He added shoulder pads later, but that's besides the point. Emar is just Freddy Fazbear with added shades, a blue hoodie, a pink and white pin with the LBP tree on it, darker blue sweatpants, and comedically sized like cartoon boots with a Mega Man blaster for one of his hands. And it's like everyone else, kind of has like a thing going on or like a vision, like Green is just like this fucking goopy like green thing. Mag is just like this robot, Tuck is a cat, Katie is a human, Damas is like this weird parasite thing on like steroids, he's a little out there. Anoki is a spider, Mani is a human, Kunimaru is just, like I just said. What the fuck is Emar? What is his character? That has never been explained. And here's the thing too. And I listen, I have no shit towards Emar, even if I think he's kind of fucking confusing sometimes. Emar's character was just everything he liked ever with no cohesion, and he actively like I used to say Tuck sticks out so much from the MHGV, and he still does, because And you might say, oh, it's the Imagisphere, so it's like, what the fuck ever. But the thing is, it's so obvious that, like, this version of the Imagisphere is not just, oh, SAC people or the citizens in the Imagisphere in this case are just representations of people on Earth. Orb of dreamers. But here in the MAGV, the Imagisphere is just a place where everyone is basically slightly more intelligent and can make shit. Emar is the dumbest character, like specifically written to as the dumbest character, and yet he's told to be this hyper intelligent bear. And I know I made this backstory because his was even fucking worse. He's this hyper intelligent bear that made green, by the way, and like there's no theme to his character. Like nothing screams robot bear out of him, or even there's nothing to his design. It doesn't scream anything. It just screams silly and dumb, which makes sense of the character when I think about it, but like that's not the intention. It's like, okay, and also you look at how many colors Emar has. There's black, there's browns, there's reds, no, not reds, but there's blacks, there's browns, there's different blues, there's grays, there's fucking orange, there's pink, red if you count the inside of his mouth. It's like there's at most there's more than 5 colors with him. That makes me uncomfortable at a certain point. And the thing is, it's like you can't change it too because then he complained, so it's like, okay. Like, I don't know. Like, his character is just so fucking, like, ugh, I don't like it. Like, I was thinking to myself this earlier, I was like, why the fuck is his character... Like, his character stands out so much from everyone else unintentionally. And he actively makes the world more confusing. His own existence is without meaning in the MAGV. And that's why he was removed after MR2 and became more of a background character. Even in the Christmas special, he was made to, like, sleep in the background the whole time, and that was it. Granted, everyone is basically a background character in Christmas special because it wasn't based on the main, like, Phase 1 crew or whatever. And it was to set up the new arc, but, like, I really just talked for over 30 minutes to set up the fact that I really fucking dislike Emar's character. I really do. His character design is dog shit. The lore is dog shit. I don't like it, bro. It's like, how do you, like, I don't know. You don't fix it, period. Like, I could go on about Tuck's, like, fucking patch and his, like green going to gloopy thing. Like, Gear... Like, I don't get it, too. I thought Gear was made to replace Green Sackbot, but no. This green thing that was originally, like, Green's first costume on LVP replaced them. Like, okay, sure. Mag and Tuck have really been the only 2 constants, if you don't count Domus's late arrival. Because Katie used to have this really ugly gotcha look that Green changed, thank God. Mag has basically been the same, except, like, his outfit and color palette changing. Tuck has been pretty much the same, just some accentuating details have changed over time. Damus has basically been the same, except dropping the Cuphead handle, making his head more rounded, changing his outfit. And, you know, Daisy got a new outfit, and now she has a new look completely, which you could say her design is doing too much now. But no, even when I look at her design, it's like... Let me look at it, just to make sure I'm not pulling shit out of my ass. You have, yellows... You have yellow, maroon, black, and, like, brown. Like, with Daisy's new look upcoming. Probably current design by the time this video goes up. Because I don't know if I'm going to upload it immediately, but it's like... Yeah, no, I made this video because Emar's character really did piss me off that badly. And I hope y'all understand my philosophy when it comes to, one, designing character outfits, and two, designing character designs, period. Because I think it's very obvious I like simple, like, I know it's different art styles mean different rules, but when it comes to Green's art style, tiny fucking details stick out more than they need to, because he doesn't draw the entire character detail. That's why Emar pisses me off so much. Like, you look at the Christmas special art, there's so many lines just congregating with him, and it's like, I don't like it. And you can make the argument that Mag has too much going on, but then it's like, then everyone has too much going on, and then everything is in the fucking kitchen sink, and it's like, yeah, no, shit sucks. That's the video. Goodbye.